Out of 25 books, 3 were so worth it, and some were genuinely painful to finish. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Keertana and I love to talk about books. We are about 3 months into 2026 and I have read a total of about 25 books so far, and I have some thoughts. So today I'm going to give you my top 3 best books that I've read so far this year, and 3 that maybe you should just skip because they were just not it. Okay, so let's do the 3 books that I did not like first. The first one I want to talk about is You're Next by Tate James. This is book number 3 in the Devil's Backbone trilogy. So unfortunately, I feel like if you've started this trilogy, you need to complete it, so you might have to read it. But if you ask me and my opinion, I would say just stop after the second book because the first 2 were so brilliant, like I could not put it down. I know the second book ends in a cliffhanger, but I feel like you could just leave it at that. I mean, I know it's a cliffhanger, so it's kind of like an open ending of sorts, but I don't know, I feel like that would have been a much better ending than going through book 3. Book 3 kind of just fell flat for me. I mean, the first 2 books had so much intrigue, they had suspense, you didn't know what was going on, the plot twists were crazy. And in book 3, I just kept waiting for the plot twist. I kept waiting for something shocking to happen, but nothing ever did. Like, everything that you found out at the end of book 2, it just continues along that. There's no more new things to discover. So that kind of like fell flat for me. I also found it really hard to connect with the characters in book 3. Like 1 and 2, I was still very invested. But in book 3, I could not care anymore. It just did not work for me at all, especially after the build-up of the first 2. I mean, if you've started this series, I feel like if you want to, you could still just finish it. But for me, it was just a big miss. I still do think the series is super worth it though, like just read the first 2 books. It's so good. The next book I want to talk about might be slightly controversial. This is Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I wanted to like this book so bad. I mean, the tropes in this book, it's got enemies to lovers, workplace romance, forced proximity, both main characters are in STEM. Like, I thought I would devour this book, and I loved Love Hypothesis. So I went in with really high expectations. But this one, it just didn't hit the same. I felt like the whole romance aspect of it was so repetitive and like nothing really happened. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I couldn't feel the chemistry between them at all. And she has like some issue with her nervous system which causes her to faint. And she faints so frequently in this book. Like the first 2 times and all, I was like, it's okay, it's kind of cute. They're kind of showing like he saves her kind of thing. Like he catches her or that kind of, you know, that kind of trope. But again and again and again, after some time I was just like, okay, you need to stop fainting now. Like it's not making any sense to me. I couldn't really connect to either of them. It just didn't work for me. And also, even towards the end, it kind of went into this whole like a little bit of thriller suspense aspect to it, where you kind of had a mystery element also going on about who did what. And I mean, the plot was kind of cool, I guess, because I didn't see it coming, but I didn't see the need to have that in the first place. Like, why was that part of the story? For me, I actually really love Ali Hazelwood's writing, but this one it just didn't work for me. I mean, it was not terrible, but it was not as good as any of her other books. And I did this one in audio, and I actually think that was the only reason I got through it, because if I feel like if I had to read it, I probably would not have finished it. So if you want to read it, I would say try the audiobook, definitely. And the last book in the I did not like this category is Just Our Luck by Denise Williams. I don't know what it was about this book. Like, everything was just so forgettable for me. I honestly can't remember half of the things I read, and I feel like nothing really stood out. Even the romance didn't really like leave an impact. I feel like this book would be a perfect example of how I cannot see the main characters actually ever working out. Like, I feel like once this book was over, they probably just broke up. Like, I don't see them together at all. I think individually they were both great characters. I just didn't see them together. Like, I didn't get that romance off of them. The plot was actually kind of funny and kind of cute. It's to do with winning a lottery ticket and things like that. So I did have like some laughing moments in between, and the banter was not too bad. But again, just their romance, it didn't really do much for me. And what really sealed the deal on why I didn't like this was the third act breakup. I did not like that at all. I didn't like how it got resolved. Like, I felt like that should have just been a full breakup, like just ended there. But yeah, that just cemented it on why I didn't like it. This was my first time trying this author though, and I actually do like the way she writes, so I'm probably will be picking another book by her, but this one was just a miss for me. Okay, so now onto the good stuff. These three books that I'm going to talk about next left me obsessed. Like, I still cannot stop thinking about them. I had more 5 stars in this year other than these three, but these three were like the top book, like god tier. I cannot stop thinking about them kind of books. So those are the three I want to talk about. The first one is A Dance of Lies by Brittany Arena. This is a romantasy, and oh my god, guys, if you haven't read this, you have to read this. I literally tell everyone I meet now to read it because I think it is just so freaking good. This is this author's debut novel, but when you read it, you will not even think that it is, because it's just written so well. The pacing is perfect, the storyline is amazing, the chemistry between the two characters, their romance. I don't have words for how amazing this book is. Our main character in this book, our FMC, I loved her so much. She was so strong and also so real and relatable at the same time, and I was so invested in her story. For about 60% of this book, you won't even know who the MMC is supposed to be. I mean, you kind of get an idea, but there's like two interests. It's not a love triangle, but you kind of don't know. It's kind of like a slow burn, I would say, but when it hits so well. This book has barely any spice. I would say like very minimum. I read a lot of spice, so this might be different for other people, but I would say 1 chili pepper maybe in the spice scale. It was not that spicy. It is a duology. The second book is coming out later this year, and I think the second book will have more of them together, but this one was just building the story of them and how they like the things that go on, and there's so much intrigue in this book. There's politics, there's court drama. I love it so much. Amazing romantasy. I would say it's a must read for everybody. The next one I want to talk about is a dark romance. It's Wrecked by Brielle Meena. Before I say anything about this book, please do check your trigger warnings before you get into this book. There are some big trigger warnings, which I don't know if it might be somewhat of a spoiler, but for me, I didn't read the trigger warnings because I didn't want to be spoiled, but I generally am okay. I don't have any issues with most triggers, so I didn't mind going in blind. But if you do, please do check your trigger warnings before getting into this. This book is emotional. It's so messy, but the characters are so good. This is forbidden because it is sister's fiance, but it's just so good, so addicting. I could not put it down. I cried for hours after finishing this book. It was just so emotional, but so beautiful. Their story is everything to me, and honestly, I cannot stop thinking about it, but I cannot think about them too hard because I will sob. But it is just everything to me now. There is also going to be other books in this series. I think 1 or 2, I'm not sure, but the next one is coming out soon. And the next one does have a happily ever after. I forgot to mention, Wrecked does not have a happy ending, so please know that before you get in. The author does mention on the first page that this book does not have a happily ever after, and it is not a romance, it is a love story. So keep that in mind before you get into it. I went in fully knowing it and I still sobbed for hours. If you like those angsty, messy kind of love stories with so much emotions and so much pain and trauma, I think that you should give this book a go because it was perfection. And the last book in this category that I want to talk about is In Her Own League by Liz Tomforde. This just came out, I think, beginning of this month, but guys, oh my god, this book was so freaking good. Like, I cannot, like, easy 5 stars within the first, I don't know, 5 chapters. I was like, yeah, this book is gonna be 5 stars. This is a spin-off to the Windy City series by Liz Tomforde, so you don't have to read it, but I think everyone should read the Windy City series because it is brilliant. This is a spin-off, so you will have some characters from the Windy City series in this book, But again, like I said, it is not mandatory to read it before you read this. I would still say go for it because you'll get the full experience if you do. But this one was so good. This is a sports romance. He is the coach of a baseball team and she is the owner of this baseball team. So it is a workplace romance. There is, it's the employer-employee situation and she is like his employer, right? So there's a lot of tension because of that. It's kind of forbidden also. She's trying to make her place in this very male-dominated field. It was just so much fun. Also, the FMC in this, such a baddie. Like, oh my god, I loved her character so much. Like, the definition of a boss lady, amazing. And our MMC, so down bad for her. In general, I think Liz Forty writes some of the best men in romance books, so he is no less. Both our main characters in this are slightly older. They are like in their 30s and 40s, so that was like really refreshing to read also. I think everyone needs to read this. This is also so freaking good. I think everyone needs to read all the 3 books that I loved this year. But yeah, if you don't like dark romance or romantasy and you're only okay with like contemporary romance, yes, please do read this book. Also guys, the spice, no, this book was brilliant. Like, I don't have words. I'm already thinking I should reread this because I just want to be back in that world, right? It was just, yeah, I'm just gonna keep repeating myself because that's how much I loved this book. So those were my best and worst books of this year so far. If you are in a slump and you're looking for something really good to read, I would definitely suggest one of the top 3 that I mentioned here. Like, if you want a romantasy, please do A Dance with Lies, so good. If you want a dark romance, please try Wrecked, but be warned, it will cause emotional devastation. And if you want a nice fun contemporary romance with some of the best main characters, In Her Own League by Liz Forty, for sure. But also, I need to know, what was the worst book you've read so far this year? I think I would like to know that. So maybe I could steer clear of it. But anyway, I do want to say reading is highly subjective, and what I like you might not like, and what you like I might not like. It's completely fine. We all can have different tastes, and these are just my opinions, and I would love to know yours. Please don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and on my TikTok for daily book content, and please don't forget to subscribe here so you can be notified each time I post a new video. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.